anything stayed out to you in the film section?
No, it was how I remembered it. A lot of stuff that we could have did better. Things that they could have taken advantage of that, they tried to but didn't. Like allowing Paul George to get some open looks from three that he didn't make. Stuff in transition, second chance opportunities, losing guys, stuff like that it didn't hurt us, but stuff that we need to be better about in the second game.
What do you guys need to do to limit Paul George's open looks?
I think a lot of it was just us relaxing. When they miss a shot and they come up with an offensive rebound, we got to find guys. Especially him. He's their leading scorer. He's been having a MVP level season. So when they come up with the ball, if we're gonna lose somebody, it can't be him.
Damian, you took that first shot of the game was the center logo for three. Was that a conscious decision by you, I guess, early in the game to maybe try to stretch the floor out a little bit? Or?
I just know how much, just from playing against him, I know I'm gonna get a lot of attention from him. I know they're gonna be aggressive. I know they're gonna pick me up. And to me, that's not a bad shot for me. I'm comfortable taking it. I shoot it easily, so I think that's a good shot. And I was bringing the ball up. I heard them say they was gonna switch, but they kind of went into the switch earlier where I had space, and I just rose up. My mind was made up that I was coming into the game with an aggressive mentality. So that was it.
And that's the same shot you had late in the game. That was a big shot too.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a shot that I shoot pretty easy. So if I'm tired, I can shoot it. And when I'm fresh, I can shoot it. I just feel good about it, and it's something that I constantly work at. It's not like I'm just out here firing up deep shots. When I'm working out the night before games and after practice and stuff, I'm shooting these shots. So it's routine for me.
What do those early blocks do for you guys, maybe emotionally?
I think it was a huge part of us trying to set the tone to start the game. Obviously, what Paul George means to their team, you want to make his life as tough as possible. And it's a challenge that it was obvious that Mo embraced that challenge to start the game. Getting deflections, getting blocks. You don't want a guy to come out feeling good about himself, and I think Mo kind of prolonged that for him. Just being there, being active, getting his hands on those shots and stuff like that.
So, did they defend you about how you thought they would? Personally?
Yeah.
How did you feel you handled the pressure?
I thought it was a pretty solid game. I turned the ball over a lot, and I think when you're playing against a team like them that they pride themselves on causing turnovers and getting out in transition. As much as I had a ball in my hand, I got to try to be much better about playing into their hands. Allowing them to dictate the game in that way and kind of force me into doing things that they want me to do. So I got to be better about that.
What areas do you think you guys really need to improve on in game two?
I think number one is taking care of the ball. We had, I think, 19 turnovers. That's a lot more than what we've had, over the second half of the season. We've been taking really good care of the ball. It's even more important against a team that loves to be out in transition. They love deflecting passes and getting transition threes and attacking the rim, drawing fouls, stuff like that. And the more we turn the ball over, the more we're making it a fun game for them, allowing them to play their style. So number one is taking care of the ball, and we got to try to limit those second and third opportunities. Steven Adams is a handful on the offensive glass. So on the wing, we got to make sure we come back and help out the big so we can try to limit them to one possession. I mean, 20 and 18, that performance alone is that's a monster performance, especially in that type of game, physical game, grinded out game. But how big he came up down the stretch, not just the left hand layup, in desperation, just like clock winding down, 2-possession game. He comes up with a big finish, but I think him getting those offensive rebounds, giving us extra opportunities to score the ball, his effort defensively, I heard him out there talking, and he was just huge for us.
Did you know he had that lefty?
I don't know if I've seen him shoot the ball with his left hand since he's been here, so I was surprised. See how excited he was after he did it. Like, that should have told you everything.
Good time to do it.
Dame, you guys waited so long to get back into this position. How good is it feeling? You got a win under your belt and you're here playing this?
I mean, I don't think we waited so long to get back in this position. I think we just won one game. I think it does feel good to get back on the winning side. We had 2 years of being swept, so obviously we feel good about that, but it's more about how we can sustain it. us focusing on the next thing. We can't get caught up in, we won a game and all that stuff, because series change quick, and we can't forget that. And I think that bad taste of I guess failure in the postseason doesn't go away with one win. I think it's humbled us more than anything in a way where we're going to come out with that business attitude, and our focus is going to remain the same.
The game 2 is just as important as the game 1.
Every game is important. We're not coming out looking saying, all right, we up 1 and all that stuff. We like, okay, it's the first to win 4 games, and we got to be focused and mature enough to come back with the same mentality.
Do you have the biggest concern right now, would you say?
No.
E.T. and Rodney were able to really take advantage of some smaller guys and post them up. You kind of looking for that the rest of the series, I think?
Yeah, I think it's important for us to look for, mismatch opportunities when a smaller wing gets crossed up on Ennis, or a small guard gets, end up switched up on Rodney or Evan or Mo or something like that. We got to make sure we're looking for those opportunities, because they're big wings, and all 3 of those guys are good post players when they have a mismatch. So that's definitely something that we should be looking to take advantage of when it presents itself.